There. Okay. Wait. Okay. So we're back with another video, and it's just the two of us again, because Gabby, she couldn't hang out today. Anyways, because this video, we're doing a strip down challenge where you don't edit any of this, and we're just gonna tell you guys stories. Well, we're gonna tell stories.
Middle school stories.
That we got in trouble a lot. And it's good because Gabby never got in trouble with this teacher. It was just us two. So, it's gonna be funny. Okay, so which one do you want to start off with? We have a lot. Which one?
You go. I
You
don't know
go.
anything. I never got in trouble.
Shut up. We both got sent to the fence. Okay.
No, okay, let me tell the
We have to
story.
explain first.
No, let me explain.
Okay, so our teacher, we were in PE. It was second period. We had PE together. And we had a teacher named Mr. Kaplan.
You can see it. Oh, too late. Now we can't edit it.
And who cares? Not like he's gonna see this. Anyways, he was a famous kid.
His sons are famous. I mean, his son.
Yeah, his son is famous. He's like from Pentatonics, huh?
Yeah,
What
okay,
his name? Avi or something like that. Oh yeah. So he probably thought he was all that and all that. You know. So we were sitting in roll call, and in roll call.
No, we were. What are you telling? Are you telling the time we got sent to the fence?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay,
The other
go.
one. So we were in roll call, and we sat next to each other. Like I was in this line, she was in this line, and we sat like I sat on this side, she sat on this side, and what happened?
Oh, that time when he thought you were talking, it was me.
Oh yeah, okay. So we were in the gym. I was in the gym,
Yeah.
and he was talking to this kid from this kid came and he was talking to him. So his back was facing us, and since I always talk, Savannah was like, "What'd you say?"
I don't know. I was saying something.
She said, "Can I go sit down on the tables?" And he thought it was me, and he turned around. What did he tell me?
I told you shut up or something.
Yeah, he
like
said
that.
something like that, and I was like, "Excuse me?" I was like, "I did not talk." And then he was like, "Shut your mouth." And I was like, and everyone looked at me, and I was just like staring at him, and I was like,
And like I didn't want to say anything because he would yell at me. Huh?
yeah, so you want a great friend. And then I was like, I wasn't even talking.
No,
so
he wouldn't even have listened to me if I said I was talking.
Yeah, and then I was like, I wasn't even talking. You didn't even know, so you can't even be telling me stuff. And he was just like, I was going off on him, and he was going off on me. And then fine, we kind of stopped. And then, oh no, he said, "Talk one more time, or you're going to the office." And I was like, but I didn't say anything. And then he said that again, so I just be quiet because I didn't want to get in trouble. So that was it, and he got me in trouble and like stuff. And then tell that story from.
Okay, so we had to run our warm-up lap. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what were we playing, pickleball?
Yeah, we're playing like tennis, you could say.
Okay, yeah, and he was telling us the instructions, the directions, and my leg was hurting. I don't even know what it was hurting from.
Yeah, we had to sit. We had to like kneel down or sit down.
No, we had to sit on the floor. And so my leg was hurting. I didn't want to bend down. So I was just standing there all quietly. He goes, "Savannah, sit down." And then, okay, he was like, "Sit down." And I was like, "Why? My leg hurts." He was like, "You have to sit during the instructions." I was like, "You're already almost done." He's like, "How about you go to the fence then?" So then I went to the fence, but I didn't go. Okay, there's
No,
this
I
fence.
was like, her legs hurt. No.
Yeah, she was like, "No, I already had went to the fence."
Oh yeah.
So then I went to the fence. Okay, there was a fence like right here, but there was like a tree literally right by it. And so I was standing at the tree. He was like, "Savannah, I said to go to the fence, not the tree." And then she was like, "Her legs are just hurting," or her leg. He was like, "How about you go to the fence too?" And so she was like, "What'd you say?"
And I was like, I think I said fine, then I'll go. And then, but he sent me. I thought she was gonna, cause I said on purpose, cause I want to go to the fence with her. But I thought he was gonna send me to the same fence as her.
Hey!
But he sent me to the other fence on the other side, huh? Like,
Mhm.
and so he sent me on like the one far all the way over there. She was like right in front.
No, work. Yeah.
Yeah, they were like this. So I was
So the
on this
fence was
one.
like, no, I was on that one. This is the roll call over here.
Then it was like this because if their teacher was here, you were here, and I was over here.
The fence was like this.
It was like this.
And I was like here, and then you're over here.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, so she was over here, and I was over there. And
And then I walked to her
this dumb girl
on
walked.
the fence
She's
while
like-
like holding the fence or whatever. And he comes. I told you to go on the fence. I was like, this is a fence. It's connected. And he was like, I said the fence over there. I was like, it is the same fence. And then he was even mad. Oh, and then I had Takis
Yeah,
that day.
she was eating Takis with this other
Oh,
girl
and
named Savannah.
Yeah, he sent Savannah to the fence too for I don't know what.
Yeah.
And so then I went and walked to the fence around to her and I was sharing my Takis with her. He was like, "What did I tell you about guys eating in my class?" And
Yeah.
then I was like, "Does not even know." And then I threw them to Savannah, and she was like holding it. He was like, "Savannah, give her the chips back." And then like she just dumped them out because there's only like one left. And then we're like, "There's not even chips in it." He was like, "I just seen you throw it on the floor. Give me the bag." And we gave it to him. He got us in trouble.
Yeah, so that was the other story. And then the other story was
The time when we were waiting for Sad to get the ball, the pickleball.
no, do the one where we were hiding. Remember? Okay, so I'll tell this story. Okay, so we were in the gym and it was like
We were just sitting on the floor behind the table.
Okay, look, this is dumb. That's why. So it was time for us to go, but he was gonna tell us stuff. So it was like me and like her and then like a couple of like 3 other friends, and we were hiding behind the tables in the gym, and we were hiding there, and he didn't even notice, huh?
Mm-mm.
And this kid named Blank, he was like, oh, he didn't really know English well, so he was like, oh, they're right here or something like that. I don't know.
No, it was the janitor too.
And the janitor, the janitor was like, they're right there. And Kaplan like, oh yeah, you guys already know his name. He called us and he's like, you guys are getting detention.
He didn't even.
But he didn't give me detention, and I felt bad, so I was like, you know what? I told him I was hiding too, so I told him, and he's like, all right, then you get that. You get detention too. So after
I thought it was like going to be 15 minutes detention.
yeah,
Isn't that how long our break is?
yeah,
Oh, I thought it was going to be like 5 minutes of it. But he kept us the whole time on the tables.
yeah, and then so yeah, we got in trouble on that.
Oh, and he got our friend Liz in trouble that day for singing our other friend happy birthday.
Really? Yeah,
was
he didn't
singing
like
Sam-
us like at
She was
all.
singing Sam happy birthday, and then he's like, Liz, you're getting detention. We don't sing happy birthday in this class.
Yeah. Oh. And then now you tell him the pickleball. That one was funny. I was going off on him there too, remember? And then Ben
Okay,
was
so
like-
we were playing pickleball, and we had groups or whatever for our team. And then we hit the ball, so it went rolling, and because someone didn't hit it back.
Wait, was it? No, it was me and Trinity against you and Savannah, huh?
No, then why was Joe and Ben or whatever was running? with
Because
us?
they did something on their court.
Oh, because they were next to us, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so while we hit the ball and it went rolling, so Sav went to go get it. And so we were waiting for her to come back. And then she was...
No, and wait, before that, he was literally watching us play. Like, we were playing
Yeah.
good and stuff, and he was watching us.
And then we're standing there waiting for her to come back with the ball. And he was like... He didn't even make Sav run, you know?
Yeah, he's like, and Sam was playing around, and Trinity too.
Yeah, she did.
No, she
was
didn't.
running with us. Oh, no, she didn't.
And then he was like, he's like, Zuri
He
and
was like,
Savannah.
what did I tell you guys about not playing anything?
And we were like, we were playing. You were just watching us
We're
play.
waiting for Sav to get the ball. And he was
And he
like,
didn't believe
no,
us.
she's not getting it. She's over there playing because she saw that we were
Yeah.
getting trouble. So she stood there. And then so he was like, no, she's playing over there with them. And then he was like, go run a lap. And if you...
And with 2 other guys that were our friends.
Yeah, he was like, and if you walk... Wait, I'm going to give you detention or something like
Yeah.
that.
He
And
was
then-
he called our parents, and that's how I got in trouble. But anyways, yeah. So we ran what he told us to run, and then he's like, you guys don't leave, I gotta talk to you. So he excused like the rest of the class to go change and stuff, and he was talking to us, and I was just like telling him stuff, because literally there's other girls in that class who didn't even change or anything, and he didn't even tell them anything. Like, if we would not change, he would just tell us something. Yeah. And we're like, oh my gosh. So then I was telling him, I was like, you don't even tell them nothing and this and that. And it was just like, and they were all quiet, and I was
then
just
he
like,
was like, okay, if I get pulled over by a cop, am I going to say, why aren't you pulling over those cars?
yeah. And I was just like, but that's different. I was just telling him every other thing. And then him and then these 2 other guys that are friends, they were just quiet, and I was just telling them stuff. And he's like, I'm going to call you guys' parents and everything.
And then he's like, and you're not playing in your softball game? He told me that.
yeah.
And I didn't play that day.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And then he called my mom, and I got home, and Mom started yelling at me. She took my phone away. It's like the first time she took my
She
phone.
started yelling at me after my game and took my phone.
Really? Oh my gosh. I remember when we came home. I mean, we went to school the next day.
Yeah,
told
we were
each other-
talking about it.
We told each other, like, everything that had happened and stuff. And that was, like, pretty funny. And then,
What else? Oh, yeah, one time. Okay, so you know how we went up the warm-up lap?
uh-huh.
And you had to go around the cone.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the cone was like that, and I barely went in front of it. And he was like, Savannah, go back and run around the cone. And I was like, really? So I just walked back. He's like, I'm going to take off your participation point. What is it? Participation points? I can't say it.
Participation points.
And then I was like, okay then. And so I was just walking back. And so I just walked back to the cone, and then I ran, and I still ended up in the front of everyone. And then he was like, oh, I thought you were going to walk it. And I was like, well, obviously I didn't. I ran it. He's like, okay, well, I'll think about giving you your points back.
Yeah, he like, oh my gosh, I felt bad, but like, literally, like, if you want to like tell the truth, like, that was actually a fun class to be with. Like, even though we got in trouble, that was actually like fun. Like, just kapow. The teacher made me so mad though. But shout out to you. That was it basically. We didn't really. That's the only teacher we had problems with.
Okay, well, yeah, like, there's probably more stories, but we can't think of them. And this video is only like 11 minutes long.
But
so
it's okay.
we're gonna end this video for today.
Catch us next week.
And catch us next week on the Daily Dose of Sad. Just kidding. I got that from Fuzzy. Fuzzy too.
Alright, we'll catch us next week.
Follow us on Instagram, Zuri.xx, BBGXSav.
And Zuri's up with the IRI, not
And
you.
like this video and subscribe. Click the subscribe button.
Share, comment, everything.
And go like and watch our other videos.
Or watch our first vlog.
Bye!